Okay, so we're going to be talking about writing reviews. Now, writing reviews are really important because usually when you visit a restaurant, or if you visit a shop, or you bought something and you want to let the owners, or you want to let other people know what you thought about the product or the restaurant or the meal or whatever it is. So we write a review so that we could tell other people what we think about it. And if we want to recommend it to them, maybe we want to tell them not to go to a place because we had a bad experience. Or maybe we want to tell them that they must go to this place. They should go to this place because it was really great. It was nice or whatever. Okay, so let's look at writing reviews. We know nowadays writing reviews is very common. We write reviews. Google is one of the biggest place to write your reviews. And you can also maybe go on someone's Facebook page or something and write a reviews. So there's definitely many ways where we write a review. And usually now it's on social media. So it's very common to put a review for someone on social media. Okay, so writing reviews. Let's have a look. We've got an ask. Remember, we've been talking about entertainment. So places where we can have fun, where we can go and enjoy something. So it's called an entertainment. Maybe we're going to an art exhibition, a film, music, a restaurant, or maybe we're buying a product like a perfume or something. So I'll answer this question. So people often write reviews on websites. Do you ever read them? Why or why not? So for me, yes. Not all the time, but most of the time, yes. Usually I read the reviews before I buy something. Okay, I always read the review because I want to make sure that, other people have enjoyed it. There's nothing bad about it. So I tend to read a review, especially if I'm going to a new place, maybe to a restaurant. Then I will quickly read the review to see if other people liked the food, if it was good. But not always. I don't always read the reviews. Okay. So we have some of these vocab first. Let's have a look at an art exhibition. So an art exhibition, a vocab for that is a new exhibition in the gallery which has paintings by the artist Picasso when he was young. They look amazing. You can't believe he was only 20 when he painted them. So that's a review of somebody going to an art exhibition in a gallery, and this is what they wrote. So a film, a review for a film would sound something like this. I felt scared at the beginning because it starts in the middle of the night. There are two people in a car and they break down. So they go to a house and a strange man opens the door. But after that, it's very funny. I laughed for 2 hours. So that's someone writing a review about a film. Music. Someone could write something saying, I loved their first album. So I was excited about their second. Some of the tracks are good, but it sounds very slow. So it's a bit disappointing. Perfume, someone can buy a perfume and write, I bought this because it has the name of my favorite actress on it. But it smells awful. So that's a negative review. And another review about a restaurant will be something like, after the show, we had a meal at this new place in the center. We had mixed seafood for starters and it tasted great. We waited a long time for our main course, and when it arrived, it was cold. So the waiter gave us dessert for free. They were delicious. So we can see some of those reviews were positive and some were negative. So a negative review means that, you didn't have a good experience. You didn't like whatever it was. So usually we can use sense verbs with an adjective. When we want to say what we feel about something, maybe it's a music, a restaurant, something that we bought, Maybe if it's just a coffee from a coffee shop. So you use the subject. So it could be I. So if you're writing it, you would say I. You could say it or it looks, it feels, it sounds, it tastes, it smells. And then you can put the adjective. So the meal, if I'm talking about the meal at the restaurant, the meal tasted amazing. Okay, so that's an example of talking about food. So I'm using one of these sense verbs. It tells you how you feel about what you're writing. Some other words, you could say excited. You know, I was excited about the movie. I was nervous. That's like a word to say that you were scared or that you were afraid. It was disappointing. When you say disappointing, that means that you did not feel happy about it. You were upset because it wasn't what you expected. It was disappointing. You could say, I was happy about the product. I was sad. I was angry. It was beautiful. I was bored. That means I didn't have fun. The meal was delicious. It was loud, soft, terrible, nice, tired. Okay, so we can use lots of ways to express how we feel. So we give our opinions. That's what we've been doing. We've bought something, we went somewhere, and we were giving our opinions. So you could even write a review about a fitness center. Okay, maybe you went somewhere to exercise and you want to talk about the fitness center. You know, did it have, was it too packed, too many people? Did it have fresh towels and water? And, you know, was it clean? Was the fitness center clean? A new building. Maybe you want to write about a concert that you went to. Or maybe there's a new cafe that you went to and you had coffee there and cake. I know, Eloise, you like coffee and cake like me, so you want to tell someone else if this is a good place to go to. Or a computer game. Maybe you brought a computer game and you want to say what you think about the game. Or you bought a car. Okay, maybe you bought some product, aftershave for men or perfume or clothes. Maybe you went to a clothes shop, a type of chocolate. I mean, you can write what you feel about anything that you have brought. Or if you go to a place, you can write what you feel about it. Okay, so some of these words, so these adjectives, the word look, if I say look, you can say it looks. Something looks angry, something looks beautiful, something looks delicious. Your meal can look delicious. Or your meal can look terrible. Now, feel means I've touched it. So it can feel nice and soft, or it can feel really bad. So maybe I bought a top or something and it doesn't feel good, or a dress, you know, it feels terrible. So remember, this sense verb is about like you're touching it. What does it feel like? Now, how does something sound? It could sound happy, sad, loud. How does something taste? So you're eating. Taste is when you're trying to eat something. Or it could be you tasted the new cake or the drink that's there. So you would say it tasted delicious. It tasted great. It tasted terrible, or it tasted awful. So another great word to use is awful. Okay, that's like bad. It tasted bad. And how does something smell? So again, maybe you brought some flowers from a shop, or you bought a new perfume. It can smell beautiful. The perfume smells nice. And again, you can say it smells awful, really bad. Okay, so you were creating, sorry, not creating a review. You were saying what you feel, writing a review. Okay, so writing a review about a product that you had, or that you bought, that you've experienced, a place that you went to. You want to say what you think about it so that other people can know. So you're giving your thoughts about something. You're writing a review. Okay, so here are some examples. So new cafe, maybe they should put the name first. I really like the new cafe in my neighborhood. It's cozy and indoor. In the outdoor area, there are some small and colorful tables amongst plants and flowers. The menu is limited but very tasteful. I recommend having a cappuccino accompanied by cheese bread with capuri and oregano. It's so delicious. The price is right and the service is excellent. By the way, the place is pet friendly. There's another one about a restaurant, Da Vinci Restaurant in Adelaide. This place is an incredible place with very good service and a delicious menu. There were so many options that it was hard to choose. I will definitely be back. Super recommend. A film review. Although the story of Pinocchio's life was sad, it left me with many lessons. I gained many lessons. I really recommend this film. It could be about a place. I really like the State Library of South Australia. I visited this place last week. It was clean and light. The employees were polite and attentive. There were many things to see and to know about the history of Australia. They also had many attractions for kids. Really very nice place. I loved it. This is about a hotel, Corrales de Indias Hotel. This place is amazing. It is comfortable and has a lot of facilities such as game zone, gym, pool, mini scene, and zone bowling. The staff were very kind and lovely. I felt as though I was at home there. I would go back without a doubt. 10 out of 10. Pilates Fitness Center. This fitness center is in a new building. It feels very lively inside. Although I feel very tired after my workout, I feel healthier. I enjoy going here very much. This is about a perfume, Bulgari Omnia. Lovely, fresh, and memorable fragrance. I'm quite particular about perfume and prefer heavy scents. This one is very fresh and floral, but had a deeper layer, so it marked my preference. The bottle looks really nice on my dresser and comes in a nice box. I think I'm going to be a spring-summer staple. It's going to be a spring-summer staple for me, and a few friends have asked me what I'm wearing. I don't think it lasts as long as I hoped for, to be honest, but it's easily 4 hours before I can stop smelling it, which isn't too bad. I recommend it if you feel something new and memorable. It could be about a game, your review. So Xbox game. Again, they should say the name. I really like this new Xbox game. Every time I play it, I get a different feeling. There is always a new storyline and the 3D visual is amazing and the sound is perfect. You will fall in love with this game. Maybe you bought new shoes. So new shoes, you have to put the name of the shop and what brand of the shoes, as much detail of the product. They are comfortable, that I can wear all the time. I bought size 14, which is a hard size to find. I'm pretty happy with them. Another place, Chuck Wagon, is a lovely little place. Everyone enjoyed their meals. The people who chose otherwise were envious of those that had burgers, but they still enjoyed what they had. The place had fun and quirky decor, pretty small place, and is a bit cluttered with all the awesome decor, yet quite an interesting meal experience. Definitely recommend a visit. And this is a hotel, Hotel Exerat. I love this hotel because it only allows adults. The rooms were clean all the time. The waiters at the pool bar were excellent. They gave us free drinks. I never felt bored there because at night they had comedy shows which were funny. The restaurant always smelt nice and the food was always delicious. Great place. I would go again. Okay, so you were writing a review and it was really good because in the review, don't forget that you're writing about your experience, not just giving facts about the place, but you're really saying, why did you like this place? Or why did you like this hotel or this food or this product? So make sure that you're really talking about your experience when you write a review, not just give facts about the place, but what did you feel that day? So that's how we write a good review. And also we make it clear, did you have a great time there? Was it good? Was there anything bad? Were you disappointed? Were you happy? What were you happy with? Okay, so that's how we write a review. And we read some examples about writing reviews. So really important. Okay, so remember we've been talking about entertainment, places where we go to see entertainment. It could be an outdoor place or it could just be a film. So we're going to be watching a film. So filming wildlife. And I can see that the caption says, the photographer took this photo of an ocelot in Peru using a camera trap. So we know if you've ever seen wildlife documentary, I know one filmmaker who does that. His name is, you might know him, David Edinburgh. He does a lot of films, documentaries in nature. You've got David Edinburgh. You also have this other guy called Bear Grylls. I don't know if you've heard of him. And of course, we have our own who's now not living, but we have Steve Irwin. I don't know if you know, he's an Australian. He was an Australian man who did a lot of documentaries, especially about the crocodile. And he was known as the crocodile hunter. So he had such great documentary and information about crocodiles in particular. Okay, so that's what documentaries are, especially wildlife documentaries. So these are three people that I know of that, yes, have done documentaries. And as I said, one of them is Australian. So we looked at the photo before with that cat-like animal, the ocelot, and it was using a camera trap. So why do we think that that animal had to be captured with a video camera, but without the person being there? So maybe, especially at nighttime, maybe this animal comes out only at nighttime. And maybe not just it comes out at nighttime, but you cannot have people around you. So they need to have the camera set up in a place that it can capture the animal without it knowing that there's humans. Okay, let's have a look at some vocabulary. So rainforest. There are rainforests across Central and South America. So a rainforest is a place. So a rainforest is a place or is places. Rainforest are places with many trees and different types of wildlife. So that means animals, different types of wildlife animals. Okay, that's what a rainforest is. Camera trap. So a camera trap, which is what I was just speaking about before, is something that takes photos. Okay, it's something that takes photos when an animal moves in front of it. So it must have a sensor. A kinjako. A kinjako is a small animal. Kinkajou, maybe. Kinkajou is a small animal. Species. So you'll hear this word a lot, species. So species is type or group of animals. And a team, we know what a team is. A team is a group of people working together. Okay, so we're going to watch a short little video and we're going to see what happened first in the video, answer some questions. Where is the rainforest? Where do a lot of animals live? How many camera traps does Adrian put in the trees? How long does Adrian wait before he looks at the camera trap? Okay, so let's answer some of those questions as we watch the film.
Is the rainforest in Honduras. Here we see magic in the trees. This is Adrian symbol. Adrian is a symbol. He is moving during the rainforest. Adrian was a truly elder that humans never seen at night. Adrian is going to use camera traps to film the humans. He climbs up into the trees and puts camera traps in different places, but it then removes the camera films. Adrian and the team put 6 camera traps around different parts of the forest. Now Adrian has to wait. And wait. And wait. Wait. 4 weeks later, Adrian returns to the trees and collects his camera traps. He hopes to get some good pictures of the animals. Back in his office, Adrian starts to study the film for the camera. All the camera traps film something. A lot of the pictures, Adrian can't see any animals. He doesn't know if there's a problem with the cameras or if there is something happening. Then suddenly he sees something in the picture. It's a kinkajou. In fact, there are 2 kinkajous. Kinkajous only live in rainforests. They eat meat and fruit. These 2 are looking for fruit, and one of them found a camera. Adrian's camera traps work, so he's going to use them in the future to film a lot of other species of animals.
So some questions about what we just watched in the video. Where is the rainforest? So we know the rainforest is in Honduras. Honduras, which is in Latin America, in South America. Where do a lot of the animals live? A lot of the animals live in trees. How many camera traps does Adrian put in the tree? 6. How long does Adrian wait before he looks at his camera traps? 4 weeks. Remember, it said 4 weeks later. When Adrian looks at the first photo, what does he think? He doesn't know what the problem is. So he doesn't know what the problem is. He sees a kinkajou, remember that's a small animal, in the pictures. Which 3 facts are true about kinkajous? Well, we know that they come out at night. So you only see them at night. We know that they live in rainforests. And we know that they eat meat and fruit. So using those words, let's fill in this paragraph with some of those words. So Dr. Adrian Seymour is a film maker. That means that he makes films. He's a filmmaker. And his work is often on TV natural programs. Recently, he went to the Honduran rainforest to film animals that humans rarely, R-A-R-E-L-Y, that humans rarely see. That means that humans, they don't get to see them much. It's not very common, rarely. Working with a team of people, Adrian put camera traps in different places and waited and waited and waited for 4 weeks. Then he collected, that means that he got them. He collected the traps and studied the pictures back at his office. So the words that we had were filmmaker, someone who makes movies, documentaries, short videos. We know the rainforest, okay? It's a type of forest. There's a lot of rainforest in Latin America, in Queensland, Australia. Okay, and rarely, that's an adverb. That means not very often, not much, rarely. And we know we had team. A team is like a group of people that come and do something together. They're a team. You can have like a soccer team. Who's your favorite soccer team? Collected. Collected means when you grab something, like you get everything together. You can collect something. And of course, we had studied. So when someone studies something, you can say, I studied whatever you studied, whatever subject. Okay, so the first team, you are going to write about David Attenborough, and you're going to give some information about his life and his work. So he does documentaries, wildlife documentaries. I want to know who he is, where he's from, what was his favorite work done, and anything that you want to add about that. So Bear Grylls is another person that does documentaries. So again, you're going to say, where is he from? What has he filmed? What's his favorite work? What is he known for? What's something interesting about his work? Okay, so remember, it's all about his life, but to do with his job. Okay, so this is the second team. And Eloise, you're going to do by yourself Steve Irwin. As I said, he was our Australian, legend. That means like someone that we think he's just amazing. He did so much. So again, write about his life, but to do with his work. So where is he from? What was his famous work? What did he help people to learn about? And yeah, just tell me some information about that.